Every time the Western press writes about Thaksin, they will say he's still the most popular man among the rural people, that the poor and the privileged look upon him as their savior.
I think, again, that's the Farangs who do not understand Thailand. Now, it is clear that Thaksin has many followers.
Yeah.
But in Thailand, the small people have always looked up to somebody. They've always had some sort of a patron.
But Thaksin wants to cut that, all those levels, those tiers out, so that he can directly...
Thaksin's thinking is, again, it's some sort of cosmic Chinese idea about I'm a magical person. Now, I understand Thaksin, he believes in fortune telling.
Yes.
He has some fortune teller in Chiang Mai who says that he alone is the big man, not his team. Everybody underneath him they work for him. It's not an old-fashioned Thai partnership.
No.
Everybody works for Thaksin. But then the way he gets support from some rural people, I was just in Ban Chiang, actually.
Yes.
Kun Pong, Pi Pong.
Yes.
He says he loves Thaksin. He was I used to stay with his family. He was next to me when I fell down and found the Ban Chiang pots.
Oh, that's 1966. Yeah.
So Pi Pong says, "Oh, I love Thaksin." And I said, "Pi Pong, why?" And he said, "Because he thinks Thaksin will take care of him with money."
Most people think like that.
And so that's not American loyalty.
No.
That's just saying, if you're a powerful man, if you have a lot of money, and you're going to give me money, I'll take some of the money. So
what's wrong with that?
If you use that power of money to undermine the Constitution, to undermine the laws, to say bad things about other people, that's unethical. To me, that's unethical.
Is it democratic?
It is. The question is, democracy without ethics, is that good? I would argue, yes, it's democratic. But if it has no ethics, no morality, it's bad. The point here is that democracy is not the goal. Justice is the goal. And in the Western Farang thinking, going all the way back to Aristotle, it is very clear in Aristotle that if you have a democratic system, but it's corrupt, it abuses people, what we call the tyranny of the majority. You are immoral, you are unjust, and it's a bad system. What Aristotle said is that every system, whether it's a monarchy, aristocracy, or a democracy, you must have law and ethics and justice to control abuse of power. You do not want the rulers to seek for themselves, to take power and money for themselves. So I look at Kun Thaksin and I say, where does all this money come from? It came from the Thai people. It came from special relationships. And he used the government in many ways, and he used politics to make himself very wealthy.
He believes in democracy, he says. He believes in elections. So every time you challenge him, you say, let's go to the people. Let's have an election. That will prove everything. And that's democracy.
It proves nothing. Elections, the communists had elections. Stalin had elections. Hitler had elections. An example of where Thailand can go wrong was provided by Juan Perón in Argentina. But Thaksin is closer to the dictators of Latin America than he is to anybody in Thai history. Because we see it now with Chavez in Venezuela. These people have elections. They go to the poor people. They blame the rich. They say, poor people, you vote for me, I will punish the rich. I will take money from the rich and I will give it to you. So they mobilize maybe 50% of the poor people to attack 30%. Argentina in 1930, before Juan Perón, was a very wealthy country. Juan Perón becomes the populist dictator.
That's right.
He
was very popular.
He was very popular.
And he had this populist policy.
Poor
people liked him.
Poor people liked him, but he ruined the economy. And he created a dictatorship political party, and so until today, 70 years later, Argentina has difficulties. It is not a wealthy country. And they're split, they're divided, they fight in politics. And that may happen to Thailand if you have populism. The issue is not, can Kun Thaksin get a majority of votes? The issue is who can provide social justice, who can govern with ethics, who can have checks and balances, listening to people, and who can live under the law. And I see the Thai people so arguing about this. It makes me so sad. because Thailand should be happy. Thailand has so many good things. Thai Buddhism is good thing. The Thai people are good people. The Constitution of 1997 was a good constitution. What happened? Somebody with money came in and like a mouse coming in and eating away all the cheese. You know, you come in and you eat away, and the goodness of the Constitution disappears. The people are upset. They protest. He refuses to compromise. Coup d'etat. The people don't like this, and you have this cycle that's going on. What, 3 years now? A long time.
Kun Thaksin said that the November 19, 2006 coup got rid of him, and since then he has been mistreated all along. The rule of law was not there. The present power that be used double standard against him. In fact, he said only a few weeks ago that he has never mistreated anybody. He alone has been mistreated. He's the victim.
I have heard him say this for a long time. I don't see how you can be a victim when you can accumulate $2 billion of assets inside Thailand, and we don't know how much. He's never told how much money he had outside. But last year there was a newspaper story that said he had at $1.5 billion U.S. outside Thailand, most of which he lost in the financial crisis. But I tell myself, let's just take $2 billion inside Thailand. If you have that kind of money, where are you a victim? Now, politics is not about giving you the chance to make a lot of money. Politics is about serving the people. And if the people don't want you anymore, you retire, like these other people did who left Thailand when politics changed. Now, the coup d'etat against Thaksin. The coup d'etat violated the norms of the Constitution.
Right.
But I think there is an argument that before that, Kun Thaksin had violated the spirit of the Constitution and was undermining the laws. Thereby, he had raised questions about his own legitimacy. He had compromised his own legitimacy. And so when all the people took to the streets, to the rallies, to say, Kun Thaksin, there's something about your use of power that is beyond the Constitution. His excesses had started a process of decline, and I see the coup as part of a process of decline. So if we want to look at the cause, we don't look at the coup. We look at what caused the coup, and that was his pattern of government. Now,
do you agree with the coup?
At the time, my feeling was one of sadness, because what are the choices for Thailand? If you continue with Thaksin, you end up with this Chinese notion of dictatorship. That's not good for Thailand. If you go with the coup, it's against the Constitution, and you don't know what's going to happen. When Thailand has two bad choices, I'm very sad. I'm very sad.
Thailand should not have been put in that position.
And it should not have been put in that position. And I then go to who put Thailand in that position. To me, okay, it wasn't the military. It wasn't Kun Apisit, it wasn't Paul Prem, and none of these people put Thailand in that position. It wasn't. It was one guy and his team.
Kun Thaksin blamed General Prem for all his trouble too.
Kun Thaksin is a very clever man. He's very clever with words. And Kun Thaksin, he knows the heart of the Thai people. He knows what to say to get the Thai people to maybe think like him. But to me, in English, that's what we call a demagogue. This is the person who is not sincere. He studies your emotions. He studies you, and he tells you what you want to hear. Not because he likes you, not because he cares about you, but he wants something for you, from you. What Kun Thaksin wants from you is your vote or your loyalty, or for you to say bad things about the yellow shirt people. This is divisive politics. This, to me, is not... When in the history of Thailand has there been a politician like this?
No.
I can't think of any person. You know, I mean, not even Pibum Songkram in the 1930s was, he was still very, very Thai. Even though he was kind of a dictator and he spoke very harshly about this, that, or the other thing. Nothing like that.